president is asleep in the same building.
Then if you want to jumpstart and go forward 20-some-odd years, how much access did Jeff Gannon have to the White House?
Well, that's what I'm coming to. That's what I'm coming to. And if you want to see, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the front page of the newspaper story covering the homosexual prostitution ring in the first Bush White House, simply go to my website, stangbooks.com, scroll down a little ways, you'll see the front page of the Washington Times reporting on this particular story.
Was that the article by Paul Rodriguez?
I believe so, yes.
Paul did about 92 articles altogether, which spanned from 1988 through the end of 1989 when that all was exposed. And I think that the one article, I believe it was probably the one that you have on your website, didn't it show credit card receipts?
It did. It's a front page story that goes inside the paper.
Right. And, to think that all that went on in Washington at that level, back when the first Bush was in the White House, it's not too hard to conceive that this all could have happened with Gannon now.
Well, yes, that's what I'm coming to. Yeah. Now we've got this Gannon Guckert, whoever he is, whatever he is. He has such access to the White House that now we've got the Secret Service logs. Now, whenever you go into the White House, you must log in.
Mm-hmm.
When you leave, you must log out. You have to explain where you are going, especially since 9/11. You can't have people wandering around the White House at will. So what we've learned now from the Secret Service logs released because of a Freedom of Information lawsuit, we know that during the past couple of years, Gannon Guckert has been in the White House dozens and dozens of times, and many of those times he's not logged in, he's not logged out, so they don't know how long he was there, they don't know what he was doing with whom.
That's correct.
Now, is this... I'm asking you folks, my listeners, does this not strike you as utterly bizarre? Wouldn't this tell you that somebody up there is allowing this man the free run of the White House? Do you know have you heard through your network that you've established over many years, Noreen Gosch, anything about this latest scandal?
Do you mean Jeff Gannon's latest scandal?
Well, I mean the latest homosexual ring in the White House.
Only that there is one.
Only that there is one.
Right.
Let's take another quick break.
I've heard that, and then, it was always a big quest.
Take a moment, if you would, and tell the people how to get hold of your book.
Yes, I have a website, which is www.johnny, Johnny, Gosch, Gosch.com. And on there you'll find a way to get my book. We have a printable form if you prefer to send a check, and there's a mailing address and also a fax number. Otherwise, you can order online through a secure credit card system. And there's also a great deal of information about the case, a lot of interviews I've done, and there is a sample chapter of my book.
What's the title of the book, Mrs. Gosch?
The name of the book is Why Johnny Can't Come Home.
Why Johnny Can't Come Home. And again, it's www.johnny, Johnny, Gosch, Gosch, that's all one word, of course, .com. All right. I'm wondering, Mrs. Gosch, Senator DeCamp, again, Senator John DeCamp, Nebraska state senator for many years, author of the Franklin cover-up, who tore the lid off this nationwide homosexual prostitute ring in his book, in his activities. Now he has been publicly accused by a lady he says he's going to sue named Barbara Hartwell, who publicly has accused Senator DeCamp of being a pedophile. And she says that she has been in communication with you about it. What can you tell us about this?
I don't know anything about it. All I know is Barbara Hartwell has accused a lot of people of a lot of things at different times, and I don't know if there's any basis for it or not, because I don't know her. I have no idea.
Well, apparently she says that it was, I can't help chuckling. She says it was the Holy Spirit who told her this. And so Senator DeCamp, just to protect himself, has to sue her, and he says she better be able to produce the Holy Spirit in court to testify.
Well, I don't blame John DeCamp for suing her. My goodness, if somebody makes a false accusation and you know you're innocent, I would sue them too. I don't know the woman at all, so I don't know where she's coming from on this or why she's doing it. But John DeCamp, he's done an awful lot to try and help not only the children that were molested in this situation that started back in the late 70s and 80s,
yes,
but he's done a lot to try and help me resolve this case.
We're going to see whether we can get Senator DeCamp on our program to continue the story. Mrs. Gosch, I want to thank you so much for being with us.